Hello, jammers, jam participants, jamites, whatever. My name is Nels Anderson. I am the lead designer for Mark of the Ninja, a 2D stealth game that's coming out later this summer.
But shattering one will make a loud noise, so be ready for them to react.
What is that?
Hello indie game developers, my name is Andy Schatz and I'm here to welcome you to the first ever indie stealth game jam. You guys are going to be making some stealth games. So you probably know me as the guy who occasionally hosts the IGF, or maybe the guy who is finishing up finally a game called Monaco.
Welcome to the Stealthjam. I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm glad you guys are all interested in making awesome stealth games like I am. I've been making a stealth game now for the last few years called Children of Liberty.
Hi and welcome. My name is Patrick Redding. I'm game director at Ubisoft Toronto. I'm working on Splinter Cell Blacklist right now with a team of well over 250 people from all over the world. And like you, they're all fans of stealth games. They're all excited and inspired by the fact that there's a huge movement of people out there who love stealth games and know that stealth games are relevant and want to be part of creating those games.
You all basically have a risk-free environment to experiment, so go crazy. We're all well acquainted with stealth games that involve, flitting from shadow to shadow and staying out of the guards' vision cones. But what else can we do with stealth?
The reality is that we all need to find our inspiration. We're all looking for a way to crack that next challenge for the player and come up with something that's new and fresh and different that hasn't been seen before. And this has never been more true than it is for stealth gaming and stealth challenges, because let's face it, stealth players, they're an intellectual lot. They like to have their visceral thrills, but they also want the excitement of cracking that problem, cracking that puzzle, being able to outwit the AI, outthink the environment and find that way through. And that's something that we're constantly wrestling with and constantly looking to find our own sources of inspiration for.
Hey.
Monaco, which is a stealth game of sorts. Its primary inspiration is a game that I would consider to be the best stealth game of all time, and it's a game that's not even typically thought of as a stealth game. That game is Pac-Man. For me, Pac-Man is a game about stealth, in the sense that it inspires the same sorts of emotions that you would expect from a stealth game. When you break stealth down into its composite pieces, be it emotions, be it individual mechanics, it's about things like power struggles. In some cases, generally the player is mostly powerless against a powerful enemy, and then occasionally you get to turn the tide on them. It's a game, of course, about evasion, and it's a game about fear and survival. Much more so than, say, a typical first-person shooter, which is a game about exerting some sort of massive power over many other enemies.
Why are stealth games cool? All action games, perhaps all violent games, are kind of based on the kind of high drama and danger that action films are based on, and thrillers, and the kind of the high excitement section of every medium. And I think the reason stealth games are particularly cool is that, compared to action games at least, they're a smarter way to gamify that. They're a smarter way to find, to give the player some influence on that situation and to put him in control. Because games always have to pit you against ridiculous odds. You always have to be horribly outnumbered, and because if there's only one enemy, then it's going to be a short game, or it's going to be a really long fight. So, if you're up against loads and loads of enemies, the action game answer is, well, it doesn't matter because your guns do more damage and you have regenerating health and they don't. Their AI means they can't attack you aggressively, they have to hide behind cover and just sort of wait for you to kill them. And the scripting means that you've always got to jump on them. And all kinds of other like conceits like that don't really, even once you're used to them, they still ring false. Like even to, like I've played a lot of action games in my time, and even now when I play a new Call of Duty, all of the bizarre artificial shit it does still stands out as bizarre and artificial. And that just kind of spoils the fantasy for me. I just don't feel like I am that dude in Call of Duty. I don't feel like I'm the guy who can shoot 35 men in a room without taking any hits. But with stealth games, they focus on how you would actually approach being horribly outnumbered and outgunned, which is that you would fucking hide, because you can't take on that many people. It doesn't make any sense. It's just a bizarre fantasy to think, oh, I'm just going to mow down 150 people on this level and 250 on the next one. So stealth games are just a better way to capture that drama. It respects the danger of the situation, and after all, that's why entertainment often focuses on these extremely high threat situations, is because there should be some high threat, because that's what adds tension and that's what makes it interesting. And stealth games say, yes, this is an incredibly fucking threatening situation. If you expose yourself and if you get seen by these people, they will kill you immediately. And you can't just, press the I win button to defeat them.
But stealth doesn't just have to be just about sneaking around and avoiding guards.
What could be done with multiple players? Bluffing, deception, disguising your identity or your motives. These are all types of stealth games.
Hiding, sneaking, killing, lying, copying a feel inappropriately.
What are you... What the...
There's so much that we as humans and we as animals in general do that is inherently secretive.
But the thing about stealth games that I find so fascinating is that they're games about planning, about cause and effect, not just reaction and staying alive. So how can those core principles be applied in new and interesting ways?
There's a whole wide variety of games that are possible, given those building blocks. So I definitely would encourage you to try and think about stealth in terms of its composite pieces, in terms of the emotions that a stealth game are supposed to be about, and then make something that no one's seen before.
This is a great idea. I can't wait to see what you guys are coming up with.
So go to it, enjoy yourselves, good luck, high five, be sneaky.
We've been super excited about the Stealth Game Jam and the fact that a whole lot of new innovation and a whole lot of new ideas are going to come to the forefront. We hope that you're going to enjoy the next several days of creativity and innovation. We're excited. We can't wait to see what comes out of that.
Hi, I'm Rafael Colantonio.
And I'm Harvey Smith.
We are co-creative directors on Dishonored.
Dishonored is a first-person stealth action game where you play a supernatural assassin.
And enjoy your Stealth Jam, and we hope that you're going to have fun.
Make cool things.
Hi guys, my name's Stephen Gallagher. I'm the narrative director on the next Thief game. As you know, the Thief series, alongside a handful of other video games, pretty much invented the stealth genre nearly 15 years ago. So we wanted to raise a glass to acknowledge this first ever Stealth Jam. All of us here on the Next Thief game team and Eidos Montreal would like to wish you the very best of luck and hope you make it far in the iFest game development competition. We think it's a truly cool initiative. What you guys are about to attempt is no easy task. The Next Thief game is a true passion project for us. We're really excited about what we're making, so we wanted to share that energy and passion with you guys before you start your marathon dev session. While we would love to be there with you working on what we're sure will be kick-ass projects, as you know, we have a game to make. Best to British, me old China, have a blinder, and remember kids, don't steal for real, it ain't cricket.